Christina pointed out, Facebook is confirming the CEO, Mark Zuckerberg, did have a private dinner last month with the president. This says he has been meeting with a lot of other tech titans, including just this week, of course, Tim Cook. Axios reporter Steph Kite on these developments, of which she's been making of them. I guess it'd be better to have a good relationship, or at least a talking one, with the president than not, right?
Absolutely. And with Zuckerberg, he's obviously faced a lot of pressure on both sides of the political aisle from lawmakers and regulators for, on one side, the left saying that he needs to be better about combating fake news and political advertising. And then from the right saying that Facebook censors what they're posting. And so Zuckerberg, we've seen him really try to not just be on the defense here, but in the past few months, really taking it to heart and coming to D.C. and meeting with leaders on both sides of the aisle, and of course, as we're seeing now, meeting with President Trump as well. And I think it's important to point out that President Trump also has a stake in this, especially as we're seeing things like Twitter banning all political ads. It's important for the Trump campaign to be able to continue to use Facebook to target likely voters and to build up their campaign in that way. That's something that's an art that they've mastered, and I think they're seeing concerns. There are Republicans who have told Axios that they're concerned that Facebook could start changing that in a way that would impact Trump and his campaign.
I'm just wondering, this taken together, Steph, with Google looking to limit political advertising or to rely on it via, voting records and the like, they're all taking the same nuanced approach. I'm just wondering where it leads.
I think we'll have to see where this goes. Obviously, there has been a lot of pressure on the tech industry from both sides of the aisle, honestly, to take a look at how these platforms are being manipulated by foreign agents and also by our own campaigns, and whether there are ways to combat this fake news, the spread of false information, something that has impacted candidates on both sides of the aisle, and it's a real issue. And so it will have to wait and see whether these steps that are being taken actually do what they're supposed to be doing, or whether technology companies are going to have to find a new way to address these issues.
This president is there's no denying that his policies certainly have benefited corporate America, including the technology companies whose CEOs might not be personal fans of the president, but they cannot deny a lot of his policies have been the wind at their financial back here. So do you know how they weigh that and deal with that?
I'm sure this is part of the calculation. As you said earlier, having a good relationship with the president when you're part of an industry that is very influential and is a large part of the U.S. economy, that does play a role. And you look at Apple, where they're more concerned with the China trade policies. They have a lot of their products are made in China, and so they have a stake there. So I think it's really a case-by-case issue, what issue Trump has talked about, where he's heading on that particular issue, and each individual tech companies, what they have at stake there.
All right, we'll watch it closely. Steph, thank you very much. Always good seeing you.